Hey y'all, Bud Rednauer with New Haven Church. Are you all familiar with this whole notion of being woke? Critical race theory, social justice, the whole Black Lives Matter organization? Well, how does the church respond to these new and trending views? How does the gospel of Jesus, whom we preach, fit in? Look, I know this is a sensitive subject and we have a lot of ground to cover, so I'm praying that I can speak truth in love as we try to tackle the first part that seems to have ignited this whole push to be woke in the first place. 3 reasons why the church must reject Black Lives Matter. Number 1, look, let's just start out on a very basic surface level. The true Church of Jesus believes that all Black lives matter. You see, BLM seems to be very selective in choosing which Black lives actually matter. Let's just take a look at the city of Chicago. This year, there have been 261 shooting victims for children 17 and under in the city of Chicago, and we're not even through September yet. Now compare that with 214 COVID deaths for children 17 and under nationwide. Comparing deaths to shooting victims too much like apples and oranges for you? Okay, 25 children 17 and under have died from COVID in the entire state of Illinois, compared to 41 children 17 and under have died from shootings just in the city of Chicago. To be fair, I'm sure that not all of the victims have been Black, but where is the outrage from the woke crowd? Or as pastor and church planner Vody Bolcom Jr. points out in his book Fault Lines, an unreported genocide has and is taking place. Pastor Bolcom points out on page 174 of his book, 15.5 million Black babies have been aborted since 1973. That means abortion is not only the leading cause of death among Black Americans, but it has taken more Black lives than heart disease, cancer, accidents, violent crime, and AIDS combined. Though Black women make up less than 13% of the population, they account for 35% of all abortions. In major cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles, more Black babies are aborted than born. You see, every single one, Black life matters to Jesus, so it is with us as well. All Black lives matter. Number 2, okay, let's dig a little deeper. The church rejects the Black Lives Matter organization because the Black Lives Matter organization is an openly pagan Marxist organization. Not only is Black Lives Matter political, but it's also unbiblical. In 2015, one of the co-founders, Patrice Cullors, identifies herself and the 2 other co-founders as trained Marxists. What's Marxism? Marxism is the political and economic theories of German philosopher Karl Marx. Along with his buddy Friedrich Engels, Marx viewed society as a group of different social classes all competing for a limited pool of resources, such as food, housing, employment, education, etc. Keywords there, limited pool of resources. Limited resources. I'm not sorry to tell you that to be a Christian Marxist is an oxymoron. It doesn't make sense to believe that there is a limited pool of supplies, but then also love and to trust a God of unlimited resources. Just doesn't make sense. Think of Genesis 1:1. God speaks things into existence. Christianity and Marxism just don't mix. Plus, the founders of BLM have also been very open about the fact that they practice witchcraft. I mean, you can just Google that. How could we, as the bride of Jesus, align ourselves with an organization like this? And then number 3, the 3rd reason why the church rejects Black Lives Matter organization is because the Black Lives Matter organization is hostile to our Christian values. You could have visited the Black Lives Matter website where they posted on their What We Believe page, in which they stated, "We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure." And in a not so surprising move, it's now been deleted. But what's also noteworthy about the Black Lives Matter website is that nowhere is there any mention of the importance of fathers and the role that they play. In fact, the very word father never was and still isn't anywhere on their website. And in addition to this, they state, "We foster a queer affirming network. When we gather, we do so with the intention of freeing ourselves from the tight grip of heteronormative thinking." Biblical Christianity would not only be an example of heteronormative thinking, but it would be the very source of it. Black Lives Matter is overtly anti-fathers, anti-family, anti-biblical Christianity, and I'd even add antithetical to certain Black lives, such as the unborn Black lives. I know this can be a touchy topic to talk about, so I hope I haven't needlessly hurt somebody or needlessly offended someone. Next time we'll talk about social justice, critical race theory, and what it could mean should the church ever go woke. In the meantime, you can reach us at newhavenbc.com, facebook.com/newhavenbc, and for more videos like this or our Sunday services, check us out on YouTube.